How's it going, guys? My name's Graham, and welcome to the brand new Kilta, an auto battler that just looked well made and a lot of fun. I played my first auto battler like a couple weeks ago without previously understanding what exactly the genre was, and had an immediate realization of, oh, I really like this. And so I was very excited to see a new, fun-looking one coming along. Early access being worked on, starting heroes, starting items to be implemented, but guild master skills available from day 3 onwards. So I guess for now I start with a very simple setup. Will you accept the job of the guild master? If I say no, are you just going to send me back to the menu? Well then, yes, I suppose I will accept this heavy crown that is being laid upon mine head. Chapter 1, The Looming Shadow in the Forest. Subtitle, Dark and Scary. Subtitle, Keep an eye out, try to stay warm, don't let your water run out. It's very scary. Maybe bring a book because it's going to get boring out there. The joke is that title was very long. Become Guild, the Twin Continents. Where am I? Become the best guild in the Twin Continents. What is this place? Become the best guild in the Twin Continents. I can't remember. Become the best guild in the Twin Continents. My head. Americus. I like the style of that beard. It's got a lot of flair and points to it. It's all over the place. Also, the eagle holding the hammer, this guy's got a dope look. Is everything alright, guild master? I hoped I was him. Well, I hope he didn't hear me gushing with compliments at him because he is presumably below me in rank, and I want him to know his place. Seeing my master in such distress saddens me. If there is anything I could do, your words are my command. Yeah, lower him down. Pretend you don't know who he is. Your humor never ceases to surprise me, Guildmaster. But he still answers. I am Sir Jan Americus, the proud captain of the Lion Guard. Well then, why is everything about you eagle-themed? Work on that. That's my first task as master of the guild. Now, however, I am but a humble recruit in your quest to make Kilta the greatest guild in the Twin Continents. So I've heard. Today, we are officially launching our guild's operations. Let us celebrate that by selecting our first quest. Me and Miss Velia are ready to aid in your cause. Our new beginning starts here. I have Miricus, the retired guard, and Velia, the magpie rogue. Has the ability the magpie's boon. Okay, the complexity of this is immediately more than the one I've played. I'm probably going to have to stop and orient myself quite frequently, like reading through their stats and skills and things. He has the Hammer of Justice, which attacks things in a file, which I'm guessing is like a column, like going deep inwards. It stuns everyone, but the stun is split between the numbers of enemies hit, which is interesting. So if you only use it on one guy, you stun a bunch, 2, 3... Gotcha. She can turn invisible, meaning she probably won't be targeted, and her physical defense and magic defense turns into power, so she can have like a really deadly assassin-type strike. A lone wolf, select this quest. Yes, I think I will. We have received our first official quest, a lone hunger wolf. Wait, are all wolves hunger? Duran. There's no just like well-satiated, full-bellied wolves out there. They've been harassing the townsfolk on the nearby roads. Get rid of the wolf. You get a swift cape and a leather jacket. Ooh, bet that'll look cool. Somewhat protective. It's not a fine leather jacket, but it'll do for now. It's so fine, so fancy. It looks great. Inventory, I do have equipment. The old trusty sword. This will be equipped here. You get a simple bow, staff, and an almost magical dagger. It's not quite, though. It was rediscovered years after falling into the guild latrine. Despite a thorough washing, it retains an ominous quasi-magical aura. So, this toilet knife does poop damage to things like poison. Fair, that's okay, is my response. I'm glad I didn't overlook equipping everyone with gear there. It would have been very easy to miss, actually. And we're just gonna be a singular wolf. Oh, the pixel art. Like at a glance, I looked at like a screenshot of this game and actually didn't realize it was pixel art because the in-menu stuff isn't. And this is so like detailed in a way that that's not readily apparent. So I can look at all of their different skills as well as the Hunger Wolves. Do I need to like stick you in different lanes and things? Although there's nowhere else to attack, and so I think it normally would attack. There you can see him attacking in his full file, I think this game called it. And the auto battler, you don't pick the skills or anything. These characters are automatically doing it. And a certain amount of time is passing in the battle, and so when a stun takes effect and things like that, it's taking place over the course of battle time. It's not 5 real seconds, it's like 5 seconds of time that has passed in the battle. Stats, you can look at damage dealt, raw damage dealt, ooh, damage taken, healing done, number of kills, just so I know who to give like a little pat on the head to. Item rewards, a better cape and a jacket, but I assume they're both better than the scarf and whatever the garbage was that my dude had. Good morning, Guildmaster. Is your head any better today? Well, you know, I took a shower. I tried to, like, wash some of the grime off and everything. Presumably I hit my head. That was not well described to me. Also, good job on yesterday's quest. That wolf never saw it coming. Really showed it what's what. I can now better understand what Americus sees in you as a leader. Way to admit that you had no faith in me. Caw! That was the magpie, right? It was not you. Hey, Mr. Maggie's happy to express his joy as well. So what should we do now? My head's still a bit dizzy, so I might be seeing things. Is that a bird on your shoulder? Yes, obviously. You should get that head checked. You met Mr. Maggie before, right? Yeah, but I maybe just assumed he had a better name. Don't know about that lazy naming. It makes me wonder what other ways you're going to be lazy when we're out on the battlefield, you know? Alternatively, you could recruit a healer or a druid to our party. They might be able to get your brain fixed up. My brain's as good as it's ever been. Come on. And if the situation calls for it, I'm pretty good with knives. Just haven't performed surgery before. So go ahead and recruit us some capable people, or you might need to get on the table. Caw. And I'll give her a caw knife. Choose a hero. Miru or Dalton? He's kind of a rat man, isn't he? Miru is a human sage from the swamps of Lowo. She has lived most of her life in exclusion, and she has become a sort of living legend in the region. Her specialties are curses. Unclear how she's able to lean on her own staff like that. Or Dalton, a rat wildkin. From the slums of the capital, his motivations to join Kilta is to gain money and knowledge about the surrounding world. He is a wanted criminal in the capital's area, and his specialties are poisons. Is he really a trustworthy ally? Well, she's gonna come with her own baggage of like people, like fans following her along. She's probably gonna have lots of demands, want a higher cut of the guild's pay. He might literally rob us, but he'll be scrappy and he'll be trying to prove himself, and he's been through it before, you know, and there's probably some tax incentives of taking along a reformed criminal. But if I'm gonna give the caca knife to Lady Magpie, then I don't think I need another poison person. I'll probably take the healer. I feel like that'll probably be the more useful to me earlier on here. Now, you seem quite troubled. How can this old lady help you? You take the almost magical dagger. Oh, these are, you can see like the background color. These are gray. They're like common or whatever. This one is slightly better. It does nothing to explain precisely what or how. Health, magical defense, physical, magical, and speed. You can have that for the extra swiftness. A lot of health, physical, and magical defense. Yeah. That's quite a step up. The magical defense, you take that one. I think it'll end up fitting you a little better. Mage's first staff, a wooden toy staff with no magical properties. It can still be used for the placebo effect if you keep that to yourself. Oh, I could have given someone a shield too. The armors all seem better. Do you have a silly flavor text as well? This sword, capitalized sword, has seen better days and wasn't that great in the first place, but it can still do the job. Let's select a quest. Oh, bonus. Expires today. Win a battle with every party member fully equipped. Okay, that's an easy one. I have done that. The bothersome hogs, a couple of bothersome whiz-bore grunts, have been raiding the local turnip fields. It's such low-stakes scenarios. I hope this entire game we're just scrapping our way through in these like don't matter whatsoever scenarios. No life and death ever. Feels like Duralius and Associates. Or Double Trouble. 2 wolves this time. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead with the hogs, just to try something a little different. There's no need to just fight one enemy type exclusively, you know? I did not read what your ability is. Strikes an enemy with a lot of magical power. It curses the enemy, stopping their ability charge, accumulation. Wow, these things kind of float a little bit. I guess they're whiz-bores. I think... Oh, she kind of rides her staff. That's neat. I think I'll just leave everyone in this particular ordering. Were you holding a bow last time? I honestly didn't check and see if who carries what. Like, if I equipped her with a bow, if it actually changed it within the game or not. This game is more complex and more going on than the other auto battler I've played. The other one was a roguelike, and so it was much more about, like, quick, just give it a try, test out different iterations of your team. If things don't work out, whatever, you've only spent like half an hour on it anyways, better luck next time. And I kind of wonder if in some small way that is my preference. Because if individual battles are going to last longer like this, then the strategy is more deep. I kind of liked in the other one how the strategy was kind of like, oh, I'll try it out. You can really see exactly how the 3 turns of this are going to play out. No ho! Hello, dear guildmaster. Owning a guild is a tough job, isn't it? It takes a strong spirit to have such an important task. Say, would you like to take a glance at your spirit? Ooh, interesting. That's the spirit. Now, let's see. Miru focuses her mind and her staff begins to emit a faint light. Hopefully, this will not curse you. Me! Or my. For a second, I thought she was saying her name, or about to. What a beautiful and strong spirit you have, dear. It's like you've been blessed by the gods themselves. That's why my head's the way it is. It also says, pour me some tea. And do not trust elks. Did you hear that? Now you better do it. Or would dare you to defy fate. You know, just because you say it out of order like Yoda or something doesn't make it more prophetic or more profound. It makes you wonder if she really did see anything. I think not. I think she's hosing us. Ooh, a new hero each time, hey? And Dalton is still an option. The unique art for the characters is really cool. It's like really well done. Ellen is a human bard that has been traveling the 2 continents for a few months. Her songs can affect both allies and enemies with varied effects. She is after money and fame. Well, perhaps she'll lift the notoriety of our entire troupe. Our performance, she performs one of 2 songs, a hymn of heroes or a perilous poem. One of them heals and the other one attacks enemies. So I have this active bonus because I completed that optional quest. Yes, is my understanding, right? You get passed down this armor. This shield seems quite good. Reinforced with a metal rim. It might be glued onto it. I am enjoying the flavor texts. A lower speed, but a lot of extra health and a lot of extra damage and some great stun potential. And destructive potential. The harder you swing, the harder it hits. Nothing fancy, but it's still stunning. Well, I think we can trade away the boring old sword, right? Yes, of course. I guess I'll give you a regular sword. The lower physical defense, do you know what? I'll probably keep you in the back. That would have been a mistake to give you the bow and have you in the front the way that I did. I'm realizing now that was quite silly. The Guild Master skill, pick one of the 3 as your active skill. Healing Potion instantly heals the targeted ally. Oh, they are all still injured. I kind of hoped they healed each day. By an amount equal to 30% of their maximum health. Uses per battle, 3. So I can use that much more often than I thought. A Miracle Mallet. Stuns the targeted enemy for 4 seconds, and a Cursed Idol. Afflict the targeted enemy with a curse. Each hit against that afflicted enemy deals increased damage and heals the attacker. Effect lasts for 8 hits. That's pretty cool. I will stick with the potion. The Highwaymen, Party Pooper, or Little Pigs. I kind of wasn't realizing that it would refresh each time. So maybe it makes more sense to like take a look at what kind of skills are coming up. A bandit gunner, swordsman, and archer. The party pooper, 2 wolves, and the bandit. And wait. Bandits are known to tame hunger wolves often. It's a weird way to read that sentence. Together they form a formidable party. Like it or not, it's now your time to do dirty and poop this party. And the 2 little pigs and the big bad wolf, you know, pretty funny. Maybe I'll do this one just for the sake of the joke. I'll look at this. I'll look at what can be earned. These, none of that was that exciting. Little pigs, it is. And I guess if I'm gonna use the guild ability to heal things, I should probably do it with like when people are more injured than they currently are. If it does up to 33% healing, can I you have to like check all their stats and everything before the battle begins if you really want to get the full breakdown. I was kind of curious if I could pause, and if you can, I don't know how. You know what, if I can do it 3 times per battle. Oh, and there's a cooldown. So that's quite good to know as well, actually. Makes it a lot more prescient to like be quick with it and use it at the appropriate time. Figured I'd chuck another quick heal down on my main boy there. I guess he's my main boy. I don't know, I'm still upset with him for screwing the thematic lion eagle thing. Weekly news has arrived. You start scrolling through the papers. Continental news, uniting people, one headline at a time. Issue number 16. Reports of ominous growls and howls have been reported in Meta Forest. Citizens living nearby are requested to stay inside until further notice while investigations move on further. Number of rogue bandits and criminals are on the rise. Guilds in the area are requested by the law enforcers to secure trade routes to Nitrico, and a new hit food has hit the shelves in the streets, popularized as pancakes. The soft and tasty cake originated from Lenroot and has spread all across the twin continents. Thank you for reading our news. See you again next week. That did not provide a lot of useful information. Rat Boy's gone. Ko and Rufus. Ko is a young traveling wildkin from the regions of Lowo. Maybe he knows Miru already. He is his village druid and thus is very capable in nature and healing related spells. His objective is to travel and see the world. And Rufus is a guardian of his village in the Lowo region. There's only the 2 continents, so there can't be that many regions. As a part of his guardian duties, he is on some kind of mission. His powers enable him to steal the life force of others. That's neat. I think I want Ko for the healing ability. That sounds good. Bonus objective. X marks the spot. And it does not explain further. Unclear what to do about that. 20, 30, and 1. Oh, it is the same. That's a little unfortunate. You can have the enhanced bow and the fashionable scarf, I guess. This game doesn't really tell you anything about where units attack from and what position matters, because sometimes there's like a lane system where if you have a melee weapon you go in the front, ranged you go in the back, and you organize it like that. I don't know where to put anyone to get the most out of them. Ko calls forth the power of nature, striking every enemy for 120% of his physical power. Ko's most damaged ally is then healed by the amount determined by the damage dealt by Ko's magical power. Sounds like a great way to heal everyone up real good. Do you know what? If you're going to be out there healing, I'm going to be out there stunning. Snakes on a plane. Ha! I don't even need to read the rest. Dangerous draconic vipers have been spotted on a nearby pasture. The rancher has had it with these mother effing snakes on this mother effing plane. They will be able to do some poison, which is certainly going to be annoying. But I'm doing it because it's funny. And that's the extent of the amount of reason I feel that like it's needed to give, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and stun this dude. Just cuz, just put a lid on that. Hopefully calm things down. I do want to see if I can apply something based on this. Like click up in the top here. That seems, oh, I should have put the druid in a better place. I was not really thinking through it. And regardless of what item you give them, they still hold whatever makes sense for their like original character. I want to use that. Good, you can just click on their thing up there. Because I was kind of thinking, you know, I want to click on the highest health one, the lowest health one. That's the easiest way to pull that off. Cruising away, cycle of life. Do it, big guy. And it should heal. Oh, I thought Americus was most healed. Oh, between the bard and the druid, should be in good shape. Although Americus is still, you know, quite injured. Might not be as smooth sailing as I thought it may have been. We're not gonna die. I'm not gonna lose. But it was certainly not the most organized battle that I could have pieced together. You know. Are we gonna keep piling on new warriors? We've maxed out our team, but I imagine we keep hiring. There's no management to be done. There's no like money being earned or spent to hire people or to buy and sell equipment or anything, and that's a little weird that this game lacks an economy. It seems like that would just make sense. I know you hear this a lot, dear, but your songs are beautiful. Thank you, O great sage. Every praise is music to my ears. The songs you play, they each have their own history. I can sense that. Yes, I love to be inspired by the tales of others. They echo with the soul of their tellers. Would you like to hear a performance? A new song I've written just for you? That would be lovely, dear. Okay, here it goes. Rang, clang, rattle, bing, bang, up, big my noise all day. Ellen plays a song telling a tale of an old woman living her life in solitude. It's oddly soothing and beautiful. Thank you, thank you. That was marvelous, dear. I wish you didn't make me out to be such a lonely old crone, though. No problem, oh great sage of the swamps. It was an honor. Now, I will gladly take tributes. Tributes? What do you mean, dear? Tributes. Coin for your bard? Oh, ho, ho. What do you think, dear? I've lived almost 40 years in the swamp. Of course I don't have a single coin. What? For Vero's sake. This guild, I swear. Now, my dear, money's not that important. Ah! Ellen stomps away. Miru's left looking a little confused, but you can clearly see even she is holding back her laugh. Just messing with her, eh? Well, Rufus seems neat. I'm curious what he's got going on. I don't know, though. Maybe I'll swap him out instead of the Bard? You're getting swapped out instead of the Bard. We're going to try that out. We're going to see what the dealio is. An apprentice's cloak. A cloak for a mage in training. It's originally meant to protect the wearer from self-inflicted magical mishaps, but it should also protect a wearer in a fight. We'll swap it out, give it to the magic user, I guess. A magic crossbow. I think I would give that to... It's not very good, is it? Extra magical power, but everything else kind of suffers. You deal magical power damage, though, so you'd probably make the best use of it, I guess. You do physical damage, and that is higher physical power than a crappy sword. But it can also give you a big old sledgehammer. Don't know if that's the best match for a druid, but it's funny. I don't understand X marks the spot. I don't really understand what I'm supposed to do with that. Maybe I'll pick that second. Bandit camp. There's a crazy amount of them, and just a bunch of wolves. Pick one reward. And from this one, similarly pick one, but there's the relic of a duelist. Duel on the line. Yeah, I want that. I want to do the bandit camp. The forest ranger has spotted a group of bandits setting up camp nearby. The mayor suspects they are planning to attack the village in the near future and has asked us to make the first move and take them out. I think I'll just take healing with me after all. I didn't really get the impression any of them is like the big boss of any sorts. 95, but they all are essentially similar enough healths. I don't think it's much of a concern. I'll stick you up in the front row. You can chill in the back there. You have more health, so I think you act as a better shield. If I'm understanding all this correctly. Oh, see, I did start with people healed back up. Maybe they heal some between battles, but not all. Maybe I'm fully misunderstanding. Oh, it's an equally likely possibility. Battle speed fast. I just kind of want to see what it looks like if it just starts absolutely ripping through everything. Rufus, man, you're going to want to start dealing some, like, healing damage or something there. Okay. Someone either bailed yourself out or not even sure exactly which of those. Oh, I'm going to wish I healed Miru. That kind of just happened suddenly. I just left her fully hanging. Please don't attack Miru directly. Whew. A reinforced shield. A lot of health and defenses, but the relic of the duelist, right? Like was clearly the best. Look how much it was glowing. How could that not be the best of the items? It's so obvious. The unusual suspects, rumors of flying pigs under the moonlight. The quest lists are quite funny, actually. I get a kick out of those. I wish there was more managing going on. I think something I've learned, okay, they are still injured, but only a little bit, is that I might have a personal preference for the roguelike style auto battler, since in that, it just felt like the pacing of the game was a bit different, and you had a little bit more say in things, because it was like fully ride or die. Like if anyone dropped, that was it, they're gone. The stakes in this haven't felt that crazy. I think it's neat. It's very clearly well made. And so if you're also getting into the auto battler genre, then I think this could be a good entry point, a good thing to start messing around with, because it has a high degree of polish. They're clearly adding a lot to the game. It's been very well received so far. There is a link down below if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.